right. No, welcome to do it.
Thank you so much.
Mophethi Lelala. I'm the CFI for the school. You can take a walk around and just give you full information.
Wonderful.
How does one come from hour zero all the way to the commercial pilot license?
Exciting.
You can go through.
Alrighty.
Okay, this is my office. So I'm positioned there so that every client or student that walks in, I get to interact with them. I get to find out every morning. I don't want to be far away from them, so because I'm like their principal, I need to keep checking on them.
Okay.
All right. So
beautiful setup, man.
Thanks, man. So our reception area.
Should I close?
Yeah, you can close because you have your.
All right.
You can just walk through the building. So those are our missions. So FlyFofa Aviation Training. It's got the aviation training as well as got the charter company as well.
Oh, okay.
And air ambulance.
Okay.
So I'm the CFI on the training side. So up here mainly it's the airways. As you can see there on the door again, it says VitalMed. So VitalMed, it's one of our companies where we do aeromedic and also we offer road ambulance as well.
Right.
That's it. And on this side,
comprehensive setup.
This is Mr. Newasabe.
Hi, Mr. Wasabe. How are you, sir?
He's in charge on the airway side.
Good.
Okay.
All right.
You can walk through the side. That's one of our aircrafts coming back from flight.
Yes.
And then down here over here is briefing rooms. So our briefing rooms, instructors use it for briefing. Also a student, they can come and study using the briefings. So we also have laptops that we give it to them. Where they
from the school?
From the students. So they can come access your question bank, to practice mock exams, to prepare for the exams. And then on the other side, it's our kitchen, where they can have lunch, warm up their food. Actually, this kitchen down here.
All right.
It also has a stove,
wow,
etc.
Most it's good to be a student here.
So this, this is our kitchen. That's it. We have a washing machine.
Washing machine?
Yeah, they're free to utilize all of that.
Okay. You guys have got the whole setup here. I see you have a boat as well, just in case.
Just in case. I'm actually working on my boat license.
Oh, that's lovely. Anything that has an engine, you must be able to commandeer.
You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, and then down here, this is our boardroom.
Okay.
Actually, that's
hello.
also for Mr. Fisher. And then here it's where we usually would have when we have functions, when now someone goes solo, we'd have a few refreshments.
This makes me want to refurbish my bar in the house.
Yo,
it's a beautiful. Yeah.
So for training wise, so the Learjet that you see on the left hand side, that one is for on the airway side. So training side we use Cessnas, as well as Pipers as well.
Okay.
Our twin that we use is a Cessna 310. It's a fast twin compared to your normal twins that they use for training.
Okay.
But I'll go into detail with that.
Yeah.
The advantages of it as well.
Okay. Right.
As we can see now, the instructor and the student are coming back from the flight.
This is part of your fleet.
This is part of our fleet.
Wow, wonderful.
Some of our fleet is flying right now. So in terms of guys coming from matric asking, I want to become a pilot.
Yeah.
So I usually advise guys that, back in the days, they used to say you need to do maths and physics in order for you to become a pilot. And then you need to be this certain height. Height-wise, it doesn't really matter anymore because the aircraft that we fly now. Adjustable.
Yeah.
We've evolved.
Yeah.
In terms of subject, yes, I would still recommend that as well, that you do maths, physics at school, because that actually it is an advantage for you when you come flying, because flying on its own, it's science.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So guys, we do get guys that didn't do maths at school, but they tend to be the students that struggle or lag behind than a student that did maths and physics at school. So doing those subjects will be an advantage for you.
Okay.
So when you start the training, you also come, you want to come enroll with us, you'll do a medical, where the medical that you do what we call an AME, Aviation Medical Examiner. So when
certified by the CAA.
Certified by the South African Civil Aviation Authority. So with that medical, they're just checking that your eyes are good, your ears, your lungs, you don't have anything that can prohibit you from flying. So things like if you're epileptic, you wouldn't get a medical. because you're not going to be
Okay.
able to fly with that.
Yeah,
but
just in
things
case.
like if
Yeah.
someone is diabetic, that's something that's controllable.
Okay.
Things like if someone is asthmatic, that's something controllable.
Controllable, yeah.
But other things like epilepsy, there's a whole lot of list
Okay.
that's under the South African Civil Aviation website. If you do have one of those illnesses, then you won't be able to get.
So you would advise someone before actually, pumping money into anything to first determine if
That's
they
true.
are likely to pass
That's
the
it.
aviation medical.
Are you medically fit?
Yeah.
And then one of the biggest things, again, we know now nowadays with the youngsters with AirPods.
Yes. Yeah.
That thing
Damaging their
damages
ears.
your ears. And as a pilot, you don't want to be doing that, because the day I lose my hearing, I can't fly anymore.
Yeah.
Even if my license is valid, I won't be able to fly anymore. So with your PPL, yes, you'll do that, and then from there your training can resume. For PPL, the law says we need 45 hours minimum for us to obtain our PPL. But then I usually tell the guys, even the parents as well, because flying is quite costly, at least budget around 50 to 55 hours
Okay.
in terms of monetary value.
Yeah.
Because
go above the required
above
threshold,
the
just
required,
in case.
because at some point you're gonna have checks of
Yeah.
which it's, or you probably maybe gonna struggle with an exercise. You have to repeat
repeat
the
it,
lessons.
yeah.
And anything you repeat, it's added cost.
hours, yeah.
So at least if you've budgeted around those hours, you would be covered for the cost. And the duration for a PPL, we're looking at 3 months. 3 months you should be able to.
Person could be done with the PPL.
It could be done in 3 months, yeah. And then 3 to 6 months for the guys maybe that are doing it part time. But if you're a full time student,
And you're consistent every
3
day.
months,
Yeah.
you should be able to obtain it.
Okay.
And then obviously you need to put in the effort and work hard. And then for your commercial license, you're looking at about 12 to 18, or some even take to 24 months.
Okay.
The biggest challenge there, a lot of guys that usually struggle with, is the exams. So your CPL exams, so because now the content is more compared to the PPL exams. So
yeah.
people tend, especially after they get their PPL, they tend to relax.
And not go on while
And
it's
not-
still fresh in their minds.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
that tends to get someone to
Okay.
take long. And
Yeah.
the thing about the exams that we write, the exams, CAA, once, let's say you pass your first exam today,
Yeah.
then from today, they will give you 18 months
To pass all of.
to pass all exams. And if the 18 months passes, even if you are left with any exams, they all lapse.
Must start
You
again.
need to start again.
For all of.
All the exams. There are cases where people even walked away from flying,
Gave up.
gave up on flying because of that. But then again, it's that thing we're saying, people after the PPL, they tend to relax a lot
Yeah.
and not put in the effort. Okay. So after that, the parents always ask, okay, will my child now find a job?
Big question.
Unfortunately, when you finish now your commercial license, the law says you need a minimum of 200 hours. With 200 hours, you're not gonna get an airline job, because guys, they want to come in, they want to go straight into an airline. You're not gonna get an airline job. So, and one thing that I usually give as an advice is that you can either go into bush flying. So what is this bush flying? Bush flying, where you go fly in the safaris. You can go even in our neighboring countries like Botswana, Namibia, Zimbabwe.
Ferry tourists.
That's it. Those companies actually they take guys with limited experience, fresh guys with their fresh comms. You can build your hours that way. Another thing, you can become an instructor like myself. You can do an instructor's rating. So again, with the instructor's rating, it's demanding. A lot of the guys, again, they always say, I want to do it, but they
Don't
fall out on the way. Because now doing your instructors is like now doing your PPL all over again. But now, with an understanding of teaching it to someone, not just you now understanding, but you being able to impart the knowledge.
To someone else, yeah.
The nice thing about instructing, once you have your instructor's rating, you actually, the hour that you fly with a student, you also building hours, and you're getting compensated for it. The one thing personally that I've seen out of instruction is that I learn new things every day.
Every day.
Because I can have 4 students, I can have one method of teaching something, maybe 3 understand, or 1 understand.
You need a different method.
I will
for
have
the
to
fourth
find another method.
So you yourself as an instructor are learning,
I'm still learning.
you know.
Aviation, it's you forever learning.
Yeah.
Because another thing, every year we need to renew our licenses.
Yes.
So hence why also safety in aviation is regarded one of the top priorities by the South African Civil Aviation Authority, even IKO.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Okay.
So instructing, it's another stream that they can look into. So again, to the young people, or someone wants to get into aviation, look after your health. You need to be healthy. It mustn't start only now when you're gonna come for your training. Don't watch TV in the dark. You know, don't sit on your phone before bed because you're damaging your eyes. Do away with using AirPods or earphones because you're damaging your ears.
Protect your organs.
Protect yourself. You know. Also subjects that they do in school. I would encourage a lot. Do maths, do physics. Especially with maths. People think maths is this headline. But then actually maths, it gives you a life skill because when you do maths, it makes you learn how to think on your feet.
To solve problems.
And as a pilot, we always need to make decisions in split seconds. So I would say, and actually while we are still there, we are looking to have an open day. On the 3rd of September.
3rd of September.
3rd of September. It's going to be on our social media platforms. We are going to announce it on radio as well. So people must do come through. Not just.
I'll try and come through myself. I'd like to see how your
yes, definitely, definitely. Maybe who knows? Maybe I can even take you up.
That would be lovely. Yes.
Or while we have a student, and then we can show people. We can show how it's done. How is someone being taught in the air? We can start maybe from the ground. How we set up, and when we get a date. When you get up into the air, how we do it.
We're gonna be here.
You see, so 3rd of September is the date. People must have that date. So come through to FlyFofa. We are at hangar number 3 at Wonderboom Airport.
My brother.
Thank you,
It's been lovely. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Jewett.
All right. I hope that was an enjoyable episode, and if it was, please do click the like button. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and talk about the channel. Popularize it, talk about it to your friends, paste it in your social media circles, let people know about it. It's the only way we can make this content great again. It's the only way we can get more young people to be interested and involved in the context of aviation. Angelo Tibe signing out and saying cheers.